So what relationship advice can you give to my followers?
If a man can't afford your bills, find another job, not another man.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, people keep cussing me out. Literally look down at my phone and just seeing, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Can we just please stop the hate? What would Jesus do? I feel like low-key I went through a humiliation ritual. I just gotta live it down. I don't want my value to be associated with the shit I did last year. I want us to just look forward to what's new. Let's do bigger and better things, you guys. Don't hold me to my past, but judge me by who I am today.
Oh, shut your mouth. Isn't it funny that after they go through whatever it is that they put themselves through, they'll say dumb shit like humiliation ritual as if it wasn't you who falsely alleged something against a man. And then they'll also talk about what would Jesus do, right? As if my God has anything to do with what you did.
So if you have some type of raging vendetta against me for me saying things out of emotions, we all say things we don't mean when we're hurt. I was traumatized and I was hurt. And I said some things I did not mean and I shouldn't have said. And I genuinely apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Girl, we knew you were lying when your story wasn't adding up. Once he posted those receipts and he was like, she complained about what type of car she wanted to go home in. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you were in a rush to really get out there, bro, you wouldn't care if it was by boat, plane, by pigeon, you feel me, by dolphin. You would have got out of there. He can actually sue her for defamation of character, because that's exactly what it is. That's honestly very, very crazy. Like, and that really, honestly, probably almost ruined his life.
Oh, City Girl's down 10,000 points. You tried to ruin this man's life. There's things that bitch people do when, you know, they're in their emotions. It's just things that people do. You tried to ruin this man's life. Thank goodness he had receipts. Fantastic receipts, might I add. If he never produced those receipts and the entire internet was up against him, you would still be riding high off of the clout that your lies generated. But now, because people with a brain took a look at the receipts, cross-reference that towards your lies, now, months later, after your career has been sufficiently ruined, now you're apologizing. You lying harpy, using the tried and true victimhood tactics in conjunction with the race card and the religious card. The more lies that come out, the less we will believe you in total. SA is not something that people say out of emotions when they're hurt.
I mean, at the very least, probation. Like legit probation, bro. Probation. Like, you should at least spend a week, like you had a false accusation, at least a week in jail in probation at some point in time.
He's got enough money to pay $1,800 a week to take somebody out just recreational, right, on top of paying some of their bills, right, and maintaining his lifestyle.
He paid
That's got to be some type of financial.
Oh, I mean, I don't.
Now there's levels to financial stability,
and that's what I'm saying.
But to the average person,
yeah, to the average person, they not doing $1,800 just.
If he was in fact taking her, spending $600.
Somebody in the comments was like, "Why was he paying bills?" Better question: was he really paying the bills? Why are you in this situation? Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. Why are you even paying? If you have to pay $1,800 a week, spend on her plus bills. No.
This is probably one of the most unromantic ass generations in the world. Like, you literally gotta ask a man for dates, ask them for flowers, ask them for.
Because y'all all hoes now. If not, you on your way to be one. This ain't the 90s, bitch. Who the fuck said that?
No shit. Giving it up to everybody else out there. Just giving it up for free. But you get a fiance, and now your fiance have to wait after you've been ran through. And you're gonna say, yeah, my fiance should wait. Because he respects my boundaries. The boundaries that you did not have before you met your fiance.
So you gonna give it up to all the other men, but you gonna make your fiance wait? Yes. Why you think he my fiance? Because he doesn't guilt trip me. He doesn't cross my boundaries. He has self-control.
This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. And they want men to just accept this bullshit.
I once asked my ex-fiance, would you ever put your hands on a woman? And he answered, you have to do what you have to do sometimes. You know what I'm saying. On October 29th of 2025, unfortunately, I understood what he said. He body slammed me to the ground when I had a broken neck. I was unconscious for a day and a half and could not move. I couldn't hear. I had black all on the side of my legs, my back, my thighs. I think about that conversation I had with him a lot now. Because after he did it, he laid on top of me sobbing, what did I do? Oh my gosh, Hannah, I'm so sorry, I love you. If he says he loves you after he puts his hands on you, is he going to love you when it's your blood on his hands? He told me that if when he body slammed me, he would have himself, and then we would have both been in this house to be found. Never believe people when they tell you they are Christians. You need to see it. Not even that, followers of God. I'm 22, and that was the scariest moment of my life. And I hope this reaches someone so that you can hear this and this doesn't happen to you too.
I mean, if they're talking like that, that's probably a red flag off the bat. To be honest, if that's the type of stuff that they talk about, you probably don't need to be with them, and you probably need to go ahead and exit that relationship. Definitely not have them living with you.
Okay, so like according to the internet, what's in now, like the new trend, are Latinas, single moms, and women over 40. And I happen to be all three of those. For the first time, I'm part of the trend. And then, and then, when they say, ¿Dónde está la soltera? I could be like, yes, I'm so excited. And you know everything we see on the internet is true, so like.
Sometimes when you break up with a man, when he gives everything you ever wanted to the new girl in his life, sometimes that ex is the reason why he is that good man. She prepared him to be that good man for the next woman. There are times where a woman sticks by a man's side through the bad, and when he finally becomes that good man, the woman does not know how to forgive him. And that's when she leaves him. She leaves him when he becomes that good man because she cannot forgive him. It's weird, but it happens. So when he finally moves on, he's a good man now. So everything that woman prepared him to be, he's going to give nothing but greatness to the next woman. That is a real life situation. This happens often.
Or he could have been that good man all along, and she just didn't see it. So she fumbled it. We can't say that too.
Okay, I'm coming scenario, but I have to read it. It says, so apparently being a father is weird now. I'm currently at my baby mama's house because her car got snowed in and was stuck in the driveway. She had no one else to call and had to be to work in the morning. My girlfriend told me not to go, said it was weird, that I'm still the one my ex calls and someone else should have handled it. I ignored that and went anyway, because when it comes to my kids, I don't debate. I move, I shoveled, salted, got the car free. Do y'all feel like he was wrong? Because here's the thing, as a woman, what we realize that sometimes men don't realize is that sometimes she gonna do it because she can. Because you never set a boundary and never put your foot down on what extent you would go to help her, she will call you in the middle of the night to come dig her car out. She'll call you 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning to come dig her car out, knowing that you have a woman. And sometimes it is intentional. Let's be clear. Character is shown in how you treat your kids, but it is also shown in how you value your woman. Nobody's saying that helping your baby moms was weird, right? But the issue is that you don't get to be in a relationship and still move like your partner's feelings don't matter. You can show up for your kids without dismissing your girlfriend, because going anyway is not the flex that you think it is, especially when going anyway comes at a cost, which is trust. Because now you solved the snow problem, but you created a problem in your own relationship at home, and you got to go home to that. You could be a solid father and a considerate partner at the same time. One does not cancel the other one out, but they both deserve respect. Because you can't get in a relationship with somebody new while you still managing your old relationship. Because now what you're telling your new girl is that your old girl's feelings matter more. And don't get me wrong, because I am a complete advocate for you being able to help your baby mama. Y'all family, y'all got kids. I'm cool. I'm okay with that. But there has to be some type of boundary that is set, and your partner has to be taken into consideration. But look, I've been rambling. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to get an understanding. You say, well, hey, do you mind if I go help out this time? And then we go over there and get an understanding about not doing this the next time, or having a plan, because I'm in a relationship now and I can't be running out and doing all this other stuff. And even if I wasn't in a relationship, I can't continue to do this. Right? That'll probably be a conversation you need to have there.
So I'm on my way to the gym, and I have another message for modern women, right? If you are a modern woman and you do not want to stroke a man's ego, please remain single. Please remain single. Don't even get in a relationship with a man, right? Because there's too many women out here who are choosing to do the opposite. Instead of trying to build up a man and where you see his weaknesses are, you try to fill in the gaps or assist him in those areas so that he could be the best version of himself. What you guys are doing is you're doing the opposite. You're actually highlighting all of his weaknesses and making sure that you point it out to him every single day so that he can feel bad about himself. Women who highlight a man's weaknesses are disgusting. Y'all are nasty. Disgusting. The worst type of women. And I mean that. I don't know if you guys know, but let me just give you kind of like a one-on-one lesson about men. A man's ego is actually really, really important to him. Like it's like literally a second identity outside of him. So if you're not going to be the woman to stroke a man's ego, and you're not going to be the woman to uplift that man and build that man up, just be single. Just be single and allow another woman to do it. Y'all be wanting to be in relationships and want to be acting like this. Just disgusting. This is a public service announcement for sure. So as I'm driving to work, I'm realizing there is a key issue in my dating strategy. I'm the type of girl where I like to date my best homeboys. Like, we locked in, that's evil twin for real. We might as well be together. The first one, we both knew we couldn't stay faithful. Open relationship. He got mad because I pulled more niggas and bitches than him. Twin, you knew that shit. You used to be the arm that I'd be holding on to while I was throwing that ass back at parties. Like, what was the issue? The second one, that was like my gaming homeboy. Like, beat Red Dead with him in like 2 weeks, seemed real cool, real calm and collective. The nigga got misogyny issues. How the fuck you got misogyny issues and you playing games with me and we whooping these niggas asses and I'm better than you, bro? Talking about he gonna take my son to Colombia to show him that baddies can be bought. No, the fuck you won't. I bet you won't take shit that come out of my loins to Colombia.
So do you have any children?
Yes, I have children.
How many?
Me and my ex-wife, we have 12. I already knew that was gonna happen. What you gotta say? Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
12. Okay. Ex-wife.
Ex-wife. Yeah.
All 12 with her?
All 12 with her.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. What are the ages?
Why are you there if you knew that was going to happen? Y'all have been going absolutely wild. All gas, no brakes.
This is why being nice get you played. Listen to this shit.
This how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because my little trick right there, you see him? Yeah. He is so nice to me. He's so nice to me. He be tricking. He likes to take me out. He likes to literally hand me money. All the things I said I wanted. But I don't want him. I don't like him. He annoys me. That's how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because all I keep thinking about is the dude that don't do shit for me. And I miss him.
See? This right here show y'all, man. Men, pay attention, man. Women, they don't care about you leading with money. They gon' with whoever they like. The brokest niggas, they gon' still fuck them. So stop leading with y'all money, man. Tell me what y'all think in the comments if y'all think a lot of women is like this in real life, for real. And don't hold back.
Men do care about the way that your body looks. You don't act like perception doesn't matter. No, it does. And men actually do care about the way that your body looks. Again, women are the only ones that'll say the face card never declines. Men don't say that because they will decline it, because the body's not right. They will look over the overweight, obese women for plenty of reasons. But one of them is because, well, hey, look, I know that if she gets pregnant, she's just going to get bigger. It's not funny. If she gets pregnant, she's just going to get bigger. And if she's not already concerned about this, when she does get bigger after this baby, all I'm going to hear about is excuses, and she's going to blame the baby for it when she was already coming like that. All right. You don't want to deal with that. All right. Men care about the way men get to tell men to, men get to tell men to work out for themselves and for more women. They'll say, yeah, first and foremost, it should be for yourself. This is your health. But secondly, you are going to have more options. You're going to have better options the better you look. That's facts. Okay. Men can tell men to work out and they'll do it. Well, and then some of y'all, honestly, it's the weirdos that'll be like, I'm not doing this for anything, for anybody. And if the women want this, I'm going to sit on my ass and F it. Okay. Like, trust, just let them go. Let them go. Okay. Let them go. But look, men get to tell men to work out for themselves. And secondly or thirdly, whatever, I don't really care, but it's okay to work out so that women like you more. It's okay. It's okay. But when women tell women to work out, they won't do it. Not, it's a very different kind of response. All right. Women, cut it out.
There's this view in Black American cultural life that part of who you are as a Black man is to be able to kind of love her through stuff. So if she's got a weight problem, you got to love her through it. If she's got an attitude problem, you got to love her through it. If she's been let down, you heard what Kitty Rose say, if she's been let down, the father wasn't there, let down by another man, the whole gambit, you got to kind of love her through it. And that's the struggle of. That really is the struggle of. That nobody talks about. The real struggle lovers are Black men. Because the expectation is that you're supposed to struggle with whatever her issues are. And if you don't, that you're seen as less of a Black man. You're turning your back on the Black community. It's not even framed as turning your back on Black women. You're turning your back on the Black community if you don't do that. Now, my thinking is this.
This is just my opinion. But I honestly think that a female's first baby daddy is way different from a guy's first baby mama. Before I say anything, this video is for the people who are not with the person, their first person they had a child with, all right? So if you are, y'all been locked in for years, this video is not for you. I feel like a guy's first baby mother is the one that they got forced into. I say forced into because if you tend to notice with guys, they love their second baby mother. Because the second baby mother was the choice. Their second baby mother was the one who they chose, not the one that they got forced into. Woo! A female first baby daddy, though, that's her heart. Females love their first baby daddy. Their first baby daddy is the man that made them want to be a mother. Seeing that clip of where Legend's name came from, Queen still love Chris.
Women don't live in reality. A lot of women are very, very, very delusional. And so they have these ideas about men in their head, what they want these men to be. It's like they got a movie and they have a cast and there's a role for this knight in shining armor that's going to sweep her off her feet and worship her and only her for eternity. And if he does not play to every single thing that she has in her mind, she wants to blow up the world.
Since you thought I wasn't going to post your comment, I'm posting it. To be honest, you don't got the looks to pull nothing but a Black man, so you're irrelevant. So, was that an insult? Was that supposed to be a fucking insult? Are you fucking for real? And you know what you look like? You look like a mad bitch. A bitch that's mad because my Black ass called you out and said you didn't have to say shit about my Blackness. The fact that you called me a bitch to start your video It's crazy to me. I hurt your feelings by saying stop disrespecting my fucking black man, you weirdo. I said it was no dig to you. Do what you do. I'm proud that you're happy. But you didn't have to say, thanks, I stopped dating black men. What prompted you to say that? Nobody knew that you didn't like black men. But you just had to let the world know. And then like you're promoting this shit like it's like a fucking fad. Did you forget at the end of the day you are a black woman and any child you have will be black? God forbid you have a black son that will be a black man.
I had a guy say that women make relationships transactional. Well, are they not? Everything in life is transactional, not just relationships. Everything in life is transactional. You go to a job, you do a job, you get paid, right? That's a transaction. Your friend buys you a birthday gift on your birthday. Then when their birthday comes around, you get them a gift. That's transaction. Somebody showing you love, you showing them love back. Somebody smiles at you in the street, you smile back. Everything is transactional, whether we like to say it, admit it, acknowledge it, or not. Everything is transactional. Everything in life is transactional. So let's kill that narrative about, oh, women want everything to be transactional. Why not? Why do you think that we're supposed to date you and not expect anything? I say that.
Well, you have to understand, I get where you're coming from, but you also have to understand at some point in time, women are going to want men to do it just because that's who you are. I want you to open the door. I want you to pay. I want you to just walk on this sort of side of the sidewalk because that's who you are. Regardless of if it was me or not, I want you to walk on this side of the sidewalk. I want you to do certain things for me because that's who you are. Even if you weren't with me, you would still do that because that's who you are. But now that we're, it wouldn't matter. But when a man says, okay, well, if I'm doing all of these things, can I get something back in return? Well, no. The only time you're going to get something back is if you do this, then you'll get something back. Like say, for instance, hey, why don't we talk as friends? You'll only be able to talk to me if you give me $10. I should just be able to come up to you and talk to you. I shouldn't have to pay you $10 for that. You know what I mean? I should just be able to talk to you because I'm another human being. Another example would be the guy who was saying, man, I went to the store and I was trying to talk to this lady and she got mad at me I was like, can you not go to the store and talk to women anymore? Or just say hi. Oh, you can say hi if you pay for my groceries, or you can say hi if you pay for my kids or this and that, or pay for my babysitter. Really? I shouldn't have to do that. I should just be able to say hi. And then as we get to know each other, it becomes I'm doing things for you because I love you, and vice versa. Or we just do things for each other. We don't expect anything in return. A transaction is an expectation of something. But now I don't really even expect it. Like I just do it because I want to see the best in that person. I want that person to succeed. Honestly. And I know that person wants the best for me. So they're just going to do stuff for me because we both love each other. So it's us doing things for each other because and not expecting anything because, well, I know they're going to do stuff for me. Now, there are certain things in a relationship that I do expect from my husband or my wife, for sure. But there's a lot of other things in that relationship that's, oh, I just did it. Oh, why are you cooking for him? I just did it because, I was cooking for myself and I want to make sure he eat. I don't want him to fall out. What am I going to do without my best friend? Or, I saw she came home and she went straight to the bed and she just passed out. So I went and looked in that car knowing how she is, and I went and got some gas because I know how she is. Why'd you do it? Because I know how she is. I know she gonna get up rushing in the morning and I know she tired. Well, she better cook for you then. She don't have to. I already made dinner. I'm just going and filling up her tank because I know she tired and I know she gonna get up and she gonna be ready to go to work tomorrow. Well, what are you gonna do? What you gonna eat? Like I said, I already ate. She gonna be in that sleep for probably the rest of the night, right? Around about 9 or 10, I'll go in there and get her out of her clothes put her in some pajamas, right? And she'll probably get up in the morning, take a shower, do all that stuff. But right now, I'm about to go in here and watch this game, play some video games, and chill out. I might run down to a friend's house, go for a drive around the city, but she pretty much out for the night. But I don't expect anything from her because, I'm just doing it to take care of her because I want her to get her rest. And when she get on that road tomorrow, I want to make sure that she's taken care of. It's not really a transaction. It's just I'm doing it. And I don't expect, okay, now you come back and you do that. I don't expect it. I know she's going to do something for me because she loves me. But I don't expect it because I'm just doing for her because I love her. That's how that goes.
My best friend were just talking about how it seems like the more that you want a guy, the less they want it from you. And we're always told like, oh, like don't hook up with a guy on the first date because then he'll like think it's easy and then he won't want you anymore. And I feel like we got to start calling that what it actually is. The more that you show interest in hooking up with a guy, the less they will want that from you. Then you have to look at the inverse of that. And the inverse means that the less you want it, the more they will want it. That leads to rape.
Another dumb, silly black bitch on the timeline, bro. Why do women always have to take stuff to the extreme, bro? Like, women always have to take stuff to the extreme, bro. The more interested you seem, the more desperate you seem. The less interested you seem, the more mystique it creates. Of course, if you don't want to sleep with a guy that much, there's going to be more mystique around sleeping with you as a woman. Why did you have to go all the way to grape culture? Why are these bops so stupid, my nigga?
Calling that what it is. Like they don't want women to be active participants in this. They want to work for it. They want to scheme into it. They want to scam you into it. And if they're not doing that, then it's not fun. And we just take that as like, yeah, that's...
We just take that as, yeah. Aren't you the same woman who just said that you're taught not to give it to a guy quick? You're taught to do the chase as well as much as he's chasing you. You're taught to keep the chase going. So you enjoy it just as much, but it's not great culture when you're doing it.
So women are always coming into my DM just sounding emotional and crazy. And I always got to do a real video to put them in their place because the math don't be mathin'. So this woman came into my DM and she was like, yeah, you talk all this stuff about women, but men are nothing but cheaters. Why would a woman want to be faithful to these men, especially these black men? All they do is cheat. First of all, stop right there and let's look at the logic because, again, you're talking from a place of emotion. Who has more access to sex, men or women? Women. Everybody knows that women have more access to sex than men. Women control sex, men control relationships. All right, let's stop there. Now that we have their logic, if women have more access to sex, who's probably doing the most cheating? Women. What are we talking about? Y'all come on my platform and y'all DM me all this nonsense about men and talking about men. This is why we are where we are as modern women today, because we can never take accountability. We always want to point the finger. We never want to look in the mirror. It's women that's cheating more than men. All right, so I'm gonna need y'all to change these narratives, okay?
A guy who asked me out on a date is currently waiting for me, and he's gonna get stood up because he wanted to take me to the movies. I felt cute. In the midst of getting ready, he texted me asking me if I can buy the snacks and the popcorn we was gonna eat at the movies. He's taking me out. He wants me to buy. Essentially, he's going on a date. I'm going to bed.
Drizzle King, stand up for yourself.
But on some real shit though, if I like him, I'm helping him with everything. It's my money and I don't care. Like, what you need, babe? What you need from the store? Let's go get it. I'm gonna swipe my card. What are we doing? Cause y'all bitches be acting like y'all don't want to spend money on y'all nigga. Like, come here, stink. Let me take care of you.
You will never believe how many divorced people will continue to work just to keep their pension away from their ex. In most cases, it's usually police officers, corrections officers, and firefighters. They're the ones that usually have the best pensions. So out of spite, they will continuously work past retirement, past their 20-year requirement, past their 25-year requirement, just so their ex will not collect their pension.
Well, firefighters and cops do an extremely dangerous job. And a lot of times, I don't know if you know this, but sometimes a city is very stingy with how much they pay them. They're very stingy with how much they want to put in their pension, if they even want to give them a pension. They're very stingy with it. So you're telling me I have to put my life on the line every day. You're telling me I have to deal with the craziest of the crazy. You're telling me I have to deal with every kind of criminal that you can come in contact with. That's the norm for me. And I'm talking about both firefighters and police officers. You're telling me that as a firefighter, I have to double as an EMT, as a paramedic of sorts, and then get out there and deal with people that are swinging and flailing and all that other stuff that I just thought I was signing up to fight fires. No, absolutely not. You're going to be doing multiple things, rendering aid, assistance. You're going to be dealing with people, stupid idiots who run roadblocks. You got the big old huge fire truck right there. Some dummy comes speeding through the lane, darn near kill you, just for you trying to do your job. Oh, I'm so sorry. So if that type of stuff happens to me while you're sitting at home watching Desperate Housewives, if that stuff happens to me while you're sitting at home chilling, eating a popsicle, then you probably can see why I wouldn't want to just give away my pension.
Lesbian. It's not okay to be a homosexual. But I've got good news. Jesus can make you a no-mo. Jesus Christ can make you.
I'm gonna tell y'all the first mistake y'all women need to stop making. I automatically discard you and put you in the recycle bin the second I hear this. I used to move fast, or I used to jump into things fast, or I used to sleep with guys fast, but I learned from my mistakes. What you just told me was every nigga before me had to pay less than you about to try to attempt to make me pay to get the same product. You telling me you had all these one night stands, got your heart broke, this, that, and the third, but now I gotta court you for 6 months? Bitches, you out your mind? You should have left that to yourself.
So can you be fat and be bad?
No.
Can you allow?
Girl, if your little hair ass don't get your athletic Jennifer Hudson looking ass up out of here with that fucking long ass toucan Sam nose, talking about what the fuck could be a bad bitch. You sitting up there with a fucking cafeteria Betty Boot cut, please. I guess you a bad bitch though, with all them fucking beads at the back of your neck. Bitch, go relax your fucking kitchen.
God damn, big girl. You hurt, ain't you? You done went in attack mode, goddamn. You not finna bully us into believing big girls is bad bitches. The only thing bad about your ass is your eating habits. It don't cost nothing to run, but you rather pay to go get something to eat. If you don't get your big whoopee cushion by there, trying to attack somebody, go attack that gym. God damn it, hot dog water drinking that. Now y'all see what us men be talking about. Shout out to both baby girls. Both of y'all are beautiful black women. Sitting up here going at each other next to the differences of opinion. What? You can both get some dick. The big way.
Ever notice how all women's problems begin with men? Mental illness, menstrual cramps, mental breakdown, menopause, gynecologists. And when we have real trouble, it's a hysterectomy. If you understand what I'm saying, and you followed me this far, drop David in the comments and hit that subscribe button.
Well, you know, men and the problems that they have coming from women, you don't really need a word for it. It's just a look. Is that your wife over there?
Guys, I just realized something. Do you know that a woman is the one who is responsible for buying her husband a wedding ring? I didn't know this. I don't know if it's common sense, but I didn't know this thing today. That a woman buys her husband a wedding ring. Also, another thing that I learned is that when a man proposes to you, it's expected of you to buy him a watch in exchange of the engagement ring that he gave you. It means that if your boyfriend proposes to you, you're expected to buy him a watch. Wow. There are a lot of things I don't know. Like, I thought that the husband buys everything. Like, he buys the ring in a set and everyone wears it. I don't know that the woman is the one who is responsible for buying the husband the wedding band. What the hell?
So let's talk about the reality and the day-to-day, like what that looks like.
Yeah.
Because I hear you and I don't disagree with what you're saying at all.
Yeah.
But there are the day-to-day things of like, okay, that's great, but
God's not going to pick up my husband's clothes off the floor. God's not going to make sure the electric bill gets paid when my husband forgot.
Yeah.
God's not so how do you go about being satisfied in the day to day with these legitimate needs that you have as a human, right?
Yeah.
And not put so much expectation on your spouse or be joyful anyways. You know, because there are legitimate and there's reasonable expectations that you have of your spouse, right? Like I expect that my need for physical intimacy is going to be met by you, right?
Yeah.
Like, but what do you do if your spouse doesn't do that? What do you do?
If they don't meet your needs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all have needs, but I think the big point is this, that your ultimate needs are going to be filled by Christ.
I think those are a couple examples. One is a little bit more serious than the other. I think you need to start categorizing them as what's the most important thing. Always in your marriage, you're going to have to categorize what is the most important thing. What is the most important thing? Always, 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 always. What is the most important thing? Right? So right now, we need to get this bill paid. So we need to figure out how to get it paid. Well, I forgot. Okay. So what money? Well, I spent all the money. Okay. So we need to figure out where the money is going to come from. Well, I shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have to do that. But there's a lot of things that he does that he shouldn't have to do. Okay? So let's go ahead and figure out how to get this bill paid. We got to work overtime. We got an Uber. What do we have to do? I mean, can we borrow and pay somebody back? What are we doing? Are we going to be out on the street? Well, I don't want to be out on the street. Of course not. Nobody does. But what's the reality of the situation? What are we going to do? Well, if he keeps on doing this, if he keeps on doing that, I understand it. If he continues to have a life of undisciplined nature that's always putting you in a bad position, literally, and not this, oh, well, I'm just unhappy because he didn't load the dishwasher correctly. That's when you start to separate yourself from him. You might be able to get a legal separation where you say, hey, man, you just keep on dragging me down every single time. I'm going to have to separate myself from you. Now you're working off of the smart move. That's the smart move for me because you keep on messing us up. And I can't continue to let you do that. I've been trying to help you out, but you continue to pull the whole house down. So we're going to have to get a legal separation. I'm going to have to separate my assets. You might even have to get a divorce at that point in time if he's actually doing those types of things. But what we hear a lot of time is from modern women who just moving around because he didn't, like I said, load the dishwasher like you wanted him to. Or he didn't fold the clothes like you wanted him to. Or he didn't hang up the clothes like you wanted him to. Or he didn't take out the trash exactly when you wanted him to take out the trash at the time you wanted him to take out the trash. That type of stuff.
Are you your man's property?
I'm nobody's property, honey.
Okay, so I don't have no, hold on. So he has no business treating you like his property, right?
Right.
Right, okay. The only thing that I've ever seen people be willing to defend and die for are things that were valuable to them that belong to them. You can't name me anything that does not belong to a man that he's willing to die for. Now go ahead, try it. You have the floor. Name me something that a man is willing to defend or die for that is not his property.
You got a point.
So why does it sting so bad to say that?
Never get in a relationship with a man who has a bald head. If he can't hold on to hair, how you expect him to hold on to you? Sometimes it's not always genetic. Sometimes it's their karma. For every woman he's done wrong, God has pushed his hairline back 2 inches. So if he has a bald head, no hairline, that means he's done a lot of women wrong. No bald men. Men with hair only.
So what about Chad and Tyrone coming with a full head of hair? Knocking y'all down and sending y'all back to the street. What did God say about that?
I mean, so you really brought your son on a date? I mean, come on, man. And you're gonna order appetizer, you order everything, whatever. So what we supposed to be doing after this? I thought we had plans after the date. Okay, bet. That's what's up. So you don't hear me now?
That tastes Yeah, but it's...
Yo,
We're talking.
Look, you've been on this date talking to your son the whole time. I didn't even know you were gonna bring a kid with you. What's up with that? So hold on. So you just brought me out to take you and your kid out to eat?
Damn right. Yep. Use your money, your pockets.
So what we doing after this? Are we dropping him off to his daddies or what? What we doing?
Nope.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
Peace.
Peace. Yo, excuse me, sir. Hey, could you go ahead and split that check for us, please?
You so ugly, you don't have a date. That's why me and mommy saying bad stuff when we're eating ice cream. And sir, mister, can you sell that food for him? Thank you.
Let's talk about how men have adapted to the changes that have come in the dating landscape with women. So in the last 60 or 70 years, since we've had feminism come onto the scene and we've had the sexual revolution, one of the things that women often say is how evolved they have become and how free they are and empowered they are and all of the things that they can do and own and be and have. But what's happened with men? A lot of women criticize the fact that men are not welcoming to all of this evolution. But in fact, they have adapted and women don't like it. It's interesting that women want to evolve into these totally new creatures, but they want to see men stay the same. They want to keep men in the protector and provider box. But women get to be in all of the boxes. So ladies, here is a harsh reality. Men are adapting to the changes that they see in modern day women. And a lot of them are just opting out. A lot of them are making the decision that, you know, they don't want to show up as a traditional man to a new age modern woman because that just doesn't benefit them the same. It doesn't hit the same. So you need to understand that men are going to evolve too. They are going to become less masculine. They're going to become more egalitarian. And a lot of you and your true nature is not going to like it.
You sleeping with, you got a dog and you sleeping with another dog is not going to hurt that dog. I promise you, these men be acting like they hurt, they not. They just might be a little mad at, you know, in the beginning. You don't get a man back by sleeping with another dirtbag ass man. You get that man back by getting on your money for real. Because all you doing is out here getting ran through by a bunch of men that don't care about you.
So I just woke up to MAGA doxing me. Mind you, this is what they did to my face. This is what they did to me. And now they're doxing me all over the internet, and they did this to me. Look at my face. I have second-degree burns all over my face. I can't even move my face. I did not attack anyone. I didn't hurt anybody. All I did was move his camera, and he attacked me. Look at what he did to me. They vandalized my car. They kicked a dent in my car. They threw water bottles at me, threw water at me. And now they're all in my comments calling me the N-word, being racist as hell. Like, fuck Nazis, fuck all.
And the Grammy Award goes to her. Yes. With the tears added as a bonus, you almost got me. The other day, I scrolled and I seen this video. I was about to get offline, babes. And I went and thought to myself, those tears look fake. It's so weird how now I can pinpoint fake ass women. And I was going to make a video on it because I felt like it was fake. But I was like, nah, you know what? Let this ride out. Remember the brick lady? She had a whole titty on her head crying. And she even had the tears. And guys, nobody protects me. Save black women. Ugh, these type of black women are dangerous. Because you guys will always sit there and go, oh, white women are always trying to bait our men and lie. But you lie too. You can't go and sit here and point the fingers when you're a liar too. When you're lying on people. Guess what I just seen right now? I'm going to use his video as reference, obviously. Go ahead and check his video out. He has the whole thing, but I was like, no fucking way. And I knew it. I knew it. When I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I'm still right. But let's watch it.
I did not attack anyone. I didn't hurt anybody. All I did was move his camera. And he attacked me. Look at what he did to me.
That is a complete lie. She seen a group of MAGA supporters on the corner and started to blaze at them with a BB gun.
Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh shit, she just shot me with a BB gun. And she's going down there and shot me with a BB gun. She just shot me in the face.
I put the uncensored video in the Discord for you guys to see. After she did that is when you see them throwing water at her car, kicking her car. Then she gets out the car. She didn't move the man's phone. She slapped his phone out his hand and it hit the floor and he immediately maced her.
And this is why I don't have that mentality of believe all women. Why? When most of you guys are liars. Most of you lie on people. Most of you falsely accuse. And most of you guys make up stuff. No thanks. This is why when I meet women that are whiny and crying baby and cry over everything, it's really hard for me to I don't know, listen to you or hear you out because you're a grown adult and what are you doing? Know when you're wrong and hold yourself accountable. If you're out there shooting people with BB guns, that's on you what happens to you next. I'm sorry, y'all. I do agree that a lot of things that are crazy that are happening with ICE shouldn't happen. I totally get that because they have been arresting people that are fucking citizens. But then you have idiots like her that are going up to ICE, shooting them with stuff, trying to kick them, and you think they're not going to drop you? They're not cops. They're not trained to do. They're trained to take you out. They are trained for this. I wouldn't even go to one of these fucking things. That's how scared I would be of them. No thanks. If cops beat us with sticks, these motherfuckers are going to kill us. Why would you even do that? And to go and say that, oh, I didn't do nothing to him. There's proof of you literally hitting him, trying to hit the phone out of his hand or hit the whatever he had in his hand. Sorry, y'all. This is why I keep telling you guys, be careful what you see on social media. All these women who come up on here and lie and cry and all that stuff. If you don't have proof in the background or you don't have documents in the background, I'm not believing you. And also, to all the people that come to me and, hey, Tay, can you share this story? No, I'm not going to share your story. I'm not a news reporter. And half the time, you guys only say your side and you want to use me as an scapegoat so I can get in trouble, get my platform taken down by helping you. No, go to the cops. You guys come to the internet for every little thing. What are we going to do? Are we private investigators? Are we CSI? Am I a DEA agent? Come on, guys, use your brain. Anytime I've been into really bad altercations or problems, I would go somewhere else. I wouldn't come to the internet. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really have problems like this because I'm not out there doing dumb stuff. Please take care of yourselves better and stop making up shit. Be better people, especially you women. All this crying and stuff, I'm not buying it. I don't feel bad for you at all. And you sitting there saying everybody's saying racial slurs and this and that. What were you doing, dude? Oh my God, you expect me to feel bad for you?
Lord, if you can do it for Jessie Smouye, if you could do it for the brick lady, why can you not do it for me? Modern women can't figure out a way to make money or get the attention that they want. So they go to straight up lying.
I don't feel like I need to date you 5-10 years. I'm like, that's like my husband. No, you're not going to catch me like that. I'd feel like, are we doing this or not? Because by year 3, I'm looking at it like, oh, okay, we're just going to keep dancing this dance. What else you need to know about me?
So the year 3 would be, is that your...
That's my make or break year. We not doing this? We not doing it. What else you need to know at this point? You know my family? You know my habits? What else? What is still like, I'm not sure if she's the one. Year 3? You gonna tell me year 4 is gonna be different?
Okay, so
what's different on year 4?
So we're not doing that. We're not going there. We're communicating.
This comment right here.
And what about that comment?
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
Of course, there are always exceptions, but they are most certainly speaking for the vast majority of men.
The majority. Because I know that there will be some.
Because a lot of times, man already know that you gonna want me to come in and provide and take care of all the things that you gonna want me to take care of. But when it come to me having authority over certain things, you won't allow me to have that authority. And how is that a win for a masculine man? Maybe a man that's more in his femininity, yeah, maybe.
Somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child.
It's very possible. However, do bear in mind that women with children are not at the top of a man's dating priority list.
And is this
They're
true?
in fact near the bottom.
It's also very, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video.
I'm actually surprised that one didn't already realize that most men actually felt that way.
Like, it's just the wildest thing.
No, it's not. It's actually almost common sense.
You don't know my
And you put yourself in the line of fire, though.
circumstances with my child, or his father.
Well, that's
Whenever you put your business on social media, it's all fair game. It's all fair use for content. People to comment on your content is just the way it is. It's life.
Not every single mother has 2 or 3 baby daddies, and some single mothers are the product of being widowed or are divorced. However, the fact remains the same that most men do not want to raise another man's child.
Yeah.
And this is coming from another woman that gets it. I wish more women understood this and got this, but it's an unfortunate thing, but hey, it is what it is.
Do y'all think about your mothers when y'all are in women's comments teasing them about their age or teasing them about being single? I imagine a lot of your mothers are single as well. You think about your mothers when you're typing out those words, you're expired, you're washed up, you're old, no one's ever going to want you, just buy your cast because you're going to die alone. Imagine your mother on social media minding her business, creating her little content, and somebody in her comments talking to her like that. Do you think about that? How you gonna tease somebody about aging? You might not realize it, but the only alternative to growing old is dying young. If you're blessed to live long enough, because it is a blessing. How you gonna tease somebody about something we all gotta go through? We all on the same train, baby. Now your car may be a little further back on the tracks, but we all on the same train headed in the exact same direction. Pipe down. Pipe down. Think about your mama.
Well, the problem is that a lot of these modern women aren't minding their business. They're not minding their business. They're actually talking about how terrible men are. So they're not minding their business. They're actually starting it. They're the ones coming with this energy. And when a man responds, now all of a sudden, how dare you? How dare you be rude like that? So no, they're not minding their business. They're getting what's coming to them.